Hi guys, I'm going to give a go of teaching you and your friend our old favourite Mark Knopfler, Straits, on their last album, On Every Street. So yeah, just going to break down the solo for us all. I think I've worked out most of it, so let's give it a go. So I'll play bits of it and then we'll repeat it and I'll tell you which bits it is. So let's listen to it. So you can actually, at the beginning of that, you can just do the, on the 5th fret, you could actually do the D and the G strings and just sort of bring, if you've got a volume pedal, you can sort of bring it in like, as it comes in, just to match it. We don't have to though. And there we have our first lick. Now it's worth knowing, if you've got a Strat, turn the tone control, I don't know, almost off, to be honest, almost on about 3 or 4 max. No, maybe 4 to 5, and that just softens up the tone, gives it more of a Gretschy feel, how Knopfler had it in this You and Your Friend. Gives you that kind of muffled tone that he's got. So anyway, we're starting off. That first lick is. So that's 3 to 5, back to 3 briefly, and then 3 of the B. That's the G string to start off with, and then the B string of the 3rd fret. Bend up 5, back to 3, and then it's all pentatonic scale, and then 6 to 3 on the B. Pull off. So. And then 5, 3, 5, 3 on the B. By the way, it's hard for me to play because, as you can see, that black dot there, it's a blood blister, and on my thumb there because I dropped. I was taking apart a running machine and it fell on my finger. It's only just healed, so it actually hurts quite a lot to bend because that's my bending finger. So. That's what happens when you have to take apart your fiance's running machine. Anyway, so that's the first bit. Listen to the next bit. That is. So that's 5 to 3, G to B. Quite fast, isn't it? Fiddly actually, and then it's 6 of the B, twice on the 4th of the B, back to 3, 5, 3, 5 hammer and pull off hammer on, B string of the 3rd, and then 2 G string of the 5th fret. Right, next bit. Nice little lick that. So that is. So that's 3rd fret of the G, straight to 6th fret of the B. And then you need to get your ring finger in place on the 5th fret to bend that up. And you need to pull off and hammer on from the 3rd. It's just a half bend really. Well, it can be a full bend, I don't know. So. And then it's 3rd of the G. 5th of the D, 3rd of the D, back to the 5th, back to the 3rd of the G, and then it's just, which is pull off 5th to the 3rd of the D, and and then quickly play that fifth of the A. Something like that. As I say, I can't really bend very well because of that finger, but yeah, you get the idea. Let's do it slowly. Next bit. So that is, we're there on the G string at the 7th fret now. Straight down 1 fret to the B on the 8th. It's a sharp note, that one there, it's just. And then back to B of the 6th. And then there's actually a very light, tap on the G string of the 7th. And then it's B to G. So. And then slide in from the 5th to the 7th on the G. And then down to the B of the 6th. And then you hammer on at the right time to that, to round it off to the 8th fret. So. Okay, next bit. Now you need a volume pedal for this really, or you can use the volume on your Strat or whatever guitar you've got and just roll it up as you bend this string. And what we're doing, I've got a volume pedal, not a very good one, but it does the job. What I'm doing is bending the 6th fret of the B string with the volume pedal, bringing it in as it bends. Rather than just, you got that. So you bend up that 6th string, you haven't got a volume pedal, don't worry about it. So bend up that 6th fret, and then pull off from the 4th to the 3rd of the B, back to the 6th of the B, another pull off from the 4th to the 3rd, and there's that lick again. Okay, so that's pull off from the G string, 5th to the 3rd, back to the 5th, B string down there again at the 3rd, and then 2 of the 5th of the G. So nice and slow. Okay, but try and get that. You can either bend, as I say, bring the volume in as you bend up, or you can just use a volume pedal. Which I need to adjust mine actually. There you go. Next bit. Let me just check that bit actually. Yeah, so it's a little subtle bend, pull off, hammer on, same again, G string, 3rd and the 5th. And then you're sliding on the A string, and you're sliding from obviously the 3rd to the 5th. And then you're playing the G of the 3rd, and then the 5th of the D. And then he's just doing something like, you can't really hear it, but to match the music, to match the key, you can just go A string, hammer onto the third, and then that G note, which is the E string on the third fret. Okay. Next bit.
Will you and your friend come around?
That bit is just same thing again, that bend on the G string, that pull off hammer on. Just experiment with that because he's quite subtle with that. Something like that. And then straight after that, to match the music again, that's just walking the bass line down. So that's 5th E-A-D string to the 1st fret. The only one you don't play is the 2nd fret. 5th, 4th, 3rd, 1st. Next bit.
You and your friend gonna get on
There was a little, and there was a. Let me just do it again.
You and your friend gonna get on
So yeah, there's a little on the 3rd fret, G and B perhaps, and then he goes, which is that same bend you can pull off again and hammer on the G string, and then he's just going 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can almost pull off actually from the 3rd fret after those two pull-offs. Pull off, off. Next bit.
You and your friend come around.
There's a little bit in there where he just plays a couple of strings there. And then he does a little tiny melody in the background, but it's not really worth going through that. If you want to do that, you can sort of listen to that yourselves.
Oh, you and your friend gonna let me down.
That bit is. So you're sliding first finger from the 5th to the 3rd, and then straight back, hammering on to the 5th. 3rd, and then back up to the D. And you're just going down that box, which is 3, 5, 3, 5. So it's. That is. Talk to what he goes. Talk to one another. Ignore my voice.
Let me know.
Nice little bit there. So that is B string coming up to the 8th to the 10th, and then E string of the 6th. Hammer on, pull off from the B string on the 6th to the 8th, and then go 1 fret back to the 5th on the G string and play that twice. And that nice little slide there you can play here if you want, which is 10th fret, D and G up to the 12 and back. Okay, so that'll do for the first part, and I'll carry it on in the next lesson because we're up to 15 minutes now. Alright guys, hope that helps. It's a rough idea. Good luck.